I'm the kind of guy that doesn't really embarrass very easily. I think that's one of my finer qualities in life, one of my very few. But I wanted to share a story with you today. Back in college, so gosh, probably 15 years ago. Hooey, who knew I was in college that long ago? So long ago. I was in a class. It was the end of the semester. Christmas break was upon us, and it was in this auditorium style building. There were two really large rooms. There was, I think it was B was upstairs and A was downstairs or something like that. And I mean, it may have held like 400 people. I don't know if it was that many or not. A lot of people. And our exam was done. We were probably had 25 minutes left in the class. And the teacher said, well, I would let you guys go, but there's a class upstairs and I don't want you to disturb them when you leave. So I raised my hand and I said, hey, teacher, I'll leave his name out. Could we go out the side door? To which he responded, yeah, Evans, that'd be real funny. 400 people trying to go out the side door, especially if you went first, then nobody would be able to get out. So that was a little bit of an embarrassment to me. And you would think that sometimes an embarrassment is the crux for change, but I actually think it may have driven it and made it worse. Although that was before my first big weight loss in college, so maybe that did have something to do with it. But that teacher, he thought he was kidding, and I mean, I'm sure he was kidding. He does kind of have a reputation for being that way, but it was very embarrassing. It was funny because you hear the crowd, like everybody's real quiet, and then he says that, and it's like, like this big gasp, and then there's all this murmur, like murmuring amongst people or whatever, and it was not good. I actually ended up confronting him this next semester, and he didn't even think anything about it. He was like, "Oh, I was just kidding." Okay, so I get that. It's easy to kid around with the big folks, right? Especially guys like me, who, I mean, I make jokes about it. I have a whole comedy routine where I talk about being a big guy. But when it's said like that, when it's said in front of a large crowd of people in a very ridiculing manner, that's hard to deal with sometimes. So now I would like to think that I would use something like that to kind of fuel myself to get better, right? They say the best revenge is success. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not looking to get revenge on that teacher, um, but it's still something that I think about quite often. Have I let it go? Yeah, I have. I mean, if I saw him today, I would still talk to him, ask him how his kids were. It'd be fine, not an issue. But how do you guys deal with embarrassing situations like that? And it's not just, I mean, that was a very ridiculing and very, I felt like very poignant. I don't know, that's not the right word, but a very stabbing remark. But there are other embarrassing situations that happen in your life as a big person. How do you deal with them? What do you do? Now, I do feel like I've been blessed because I can make jokes. But I also feel like that's been one of the boons of my situation, right? It's easy for me to laugh it off. It's easy for me to make a joke about not eating healthy, or my friend will be like, "I thought you were on a diet." And I'd be like, "Oh, oh, that, whatever," right? So I think it's time to get serious, even about embarrassing situations, i.e., and this is something maybe most of you don't know, but big people can't eat in booths at restaurants. They have to have tables. And they can't have tables that have chairs with sides on them because they're very uncomfortable. And as a big person, that's a hard conversation to have with friends. Um, and I'm saying that, and it is not as much of a struggle. So I know that if it's a little bit of a struggle with me, it's probably a lot of a struggle with a lot of folks. But let me encourage you to have those frank conversations with your friends, with your family. That will help cut back on the embarrassing situations, right? I mean, I have to get to restaurants early so I can go ahead and get the table, get things set up, get everything done, get it squared away. So I want you to know, look, we're on this journey together. We're getting there. We're taking daily steps to be better, and I'm excited about that. Big weigh-in tomorrow. We did not weigh this morning, but we have a weigh-in tomorrow. And I'm pulling for another 10 pounds, but I will be ecstatic with another 4. That'll put me at 50 pounds lost in 5 weeks. Just such a blessing. I'm grateful to God, and I'm grateful to Sean Kephart, K180 Fitness, and the team there. They are just awesome. I'm also grateful for you. Man, I love you guys. And thank you for watching these videos. I can't wait to hear your feedback on what you do in embarrassing situations, or how you would diffuse an embarrassing situation. I love you guys so much. I hope you had a great July 4th. Hope you stuck with the plan. By God's grace, I stuck with the plan and didn't cheat or anything on July 4th or July 5th for that matter. So very excited about that. I think tomorrow that will show up on the scale. But even if it doesn't, I did the behaviors, and actions affect attitude. So I'm real excited. I hope you guys have a great Monday. I cannot wait to talk to you tomorrow. Love you so much. Bye-bye.